All right, is that better? Is that better? Are we good now? Are we good now? Is the audio working? Let me know in the comments, guys, if the audio is working. I'll check on my end. Yeah, there it goes. There it goes. There it goes. Sorry about that. Had the mic off. Don't know why it keeps doing that. I'm not turning it off myself. Yeah, so that's what I was wanting to discuss. So if you haven't seen it, I'm gonna try not to be spoilery, but I can't guarantee. I'll just not say who the winner is. What's in the background cards? Yep, my sports card collection. Big Vikings fan, obviously. So got a ton of Justin Jefferson rookies, JJ McCarthy if he ends up being good. So let's see here, Rhoda. I'm gonna try not to be spoilery, but it's gonna be hard. Yeah. For your question, Daniel. Thank you for being here, by the way. The sequester videos are up. They're kind of mixed in with my Big Brother content. So, for instance, the last video I did was a Big Brother 27. We have a new HOH kind of. That like 30 minutes of it is like, oh, by the way, skip 20 minutes ahead because once again, mic problems. I just need to check that every time. But once we get into it, I end up doing the last third of that sequester video. But we did 3 parts of it. So there's 3 videos. They're all mixed in with the Big Brother video. So if you go on Reality After Show, you can watch it there. Just look up the Big Brother 27, and there's basically 3 in a row. Here, I'll put the link in the chat real quick. Give me 1 second. So those of you that are joining us, welcome. So do you need parts 1, 2, and 3, or just the last one? Because there's 3 parts. It was so long I had to cut it up into 3 videos. Also, I think Fair Play is going to be joining us. Lauren going up today, or is Vince playing Morgan? I think that I don't know. Honestly, I want to say it's going to be – oh, sorry, and I'm putting the link right now in the chat. I want to say that it's going to be – this is part 3, by the way, Daniel. You just seen one? Okay, so that's part 3, and then I'll put part 2 in here too for you. I got to remember where it's at, though. I want to say it's this one. If it's not this one, then it's in there somewhere. You'll be able to find it. It might be a different one, but I think it's this one. So that's part 3. This is part 2. I want to say Lauren's going to probably go up. But you never know with Vince. I feel like Vince could change his mind the last freaking second. You'll never know. So like I said, thanks to everyone joining us right now. We are live on both Twitch and YouTube. You can find us on YouTube at After Show if you're watching on Twitch right there. And then you can find us, find me, my personal Twitch account, twitch.tv/Bobby Goodsby. Will the house quake if Ashley's the nom? I really hope it's not Ashley. But then again, like Keanu's playing this so stupid. And we will get into the Survivor Australia via the world topic that I have on here. But just to put a little thing on Big Brother. And I usually talk about Big Brother on my live streams. But it's been such a kind of like meh week that I was like, okay, I got to find something to juice up the attraction for people to come to the channel. Because there's just not a lot to talk about other than will Lauren go up? Will she not go up? But yeah, I think if Ashley goes up, I think it's better for Keanu's chances of staying because I think it would be worse opportunity for him to play in the battle back against Lauren. Also, like I said, Keanu's playing this terribly. He's playing it absolutely terribly. Also, there's a chance Fair Play might join me here in the chat to discuss my feelings on if Survivor v. the World should be a second win or a win at all. Like compared to the Survivor proper. So, yeah, for me, when it comes to, well, like I said, guys, we'll get talking about Survivor Australia via the world. And hopefully Fair Play joins me. He said he's going to try to jump in here. And I think I set it all up properly. So we will get into that discussion because a lot of you a lot of you in the comments when we did our Australia v. the World video had a lot of opinions on it and said a lot of things like Bobby with the worst takes ever, which I appreciate because I feel like I'm contrarian in my opinions. So I wanted to hear people debate me. I wanted to hear people say why I'm wrong. And it was really good for the channel because it brought a lot of traction over, even though it got like a 50% downvote rate, which I was like, well, that's kind of counterintuitive of what I was trying to do. But at the same time, I wanted to open it up here on the channel to actually talk about it. Do you find rubbing someone's leg over a blanket weird for a man with a girlfriend? Absolutely. Absolutely. I think that we can all say that Vince has way overdone it. And I mean, even the long hugs is too much. Like there's been so many things that Vince has done on Big Brother this season that if you have a girlfriend, wife, what have you, significant other, doesn't matter, you should not do this, right? Like there's just boundaries you do not cross, and he has crossed them numerous times expecting everything to work out for him. Like how Vince plays the game where he is basically like, oh yeah, I'm doing, my girlfriend gave me an excuse to do this. It's fine. She knows I'm just doing it for the show. Is exactly like how he plays the game, right? Where he's like, Morgan, don't be mad at me. Like I was doing this for us. Like that's how I feel like he would talk to his girlfriend on the outside. And like, it's so ridiculous. Like Vince 100% is exactly how he is on the show in real life. Like I usually try to give people the benefit of the doubt and say, oh, there's a character of them on the show and there's a character of them in real life. I absolutely think that he is the same person on the outside. But I digress. And this, honestly, I'm so like tuned out with Big Brother right now. Like it's just been so boring the last couple, like last week and a half, I would say. So just to see another Vince HOH has been rough. All right, so I do want to open it up for the Australia v. the World people that are here, right? And I'm going to try not to say too much about spoilers for those that haven't seen it. It's going to be tough just because I know people in the comments are going to say stuff, like I said. But I will try my best to be as neutral until Johnny gets here. Then when Johnny gets here, I can't guarantee anything. If he comes, we don't know for a fact Fairplay will join us. So if Fairplay does join us, like I said, I cannot guarantee what will be said. I saw Vince putting his face near Morgan's backside at night. Doesn't surprise me. Just got here. Yeah, watching feeds all morning. Vince breaking it to Lauren that he's going to put her up. I mean, it is the smarter play on his half, right? Like, yes, he's kind of put himself in a position, but like these people should have seen, like Lauren and Morgan should see that obviously Vince is not the person to play with, right? Like he has done nothing in their best interest in playing this game. It has been, everything is only for Vince. So for him to continue playing like that and for them to continue to trust him and think that he has their best interest in mind is crazy. It's crazy. And it's honestly better for him because Lauren's a much better competitor to go up against Keanu in a battle or in a blockbuster than, say Ava and Kelly. So I like Lauren's chances more. And if it's Lauren v. Keanu in those final two chairs, it's going to be a tie, and most likely, and it's going to come down to Vince. And obviously, Vince is going to side with Lauren. It's in his best interest. So, I don't know. Should Morgan and Lauren team up to take out Vince? They should. I don't think they will. They don't like each other. As far as I know, unless something's changed over the last couple of days, they absolutely don't like each other. All right. So, Australia v. the World. Here's my hot topic, right? And the reason why, the thumbnail and all that. So, in my opinion, Survivor v. the World, Australia Survivor v. the World, should not be considered the same win as Survivor proper. And I know everyone. You guys are going to come for me in the comments, right? The thing is, What happened on day one of them hitting the beach? They got every single luxury you could possibly imagine. Like Jeff Probst would never, right? like, like Jeff Probst would never do that. And for them to get every single luxury you could possibly have in an already condensed, shortened season, that once they hit the beach, they're already given all these luxuries just because they're returnees. Like, okay. That's just one little topic, right? Like, that's not the big, big problem I have. The other big problem I have is, which is probably the biggest one I have, my biggest gripe, and I know people are going to not like this take, and I don't care. It's my take. You know, you can have your take, and I can have mine. We're all here just as fans of the show, and we can have this open discussion. My take is the biggest factor I think that wasn't very fair was having uneven male to women casting. You have 7 people on each tribe, 4 females, 3 males. That's a disadvantage already. And I really think, what would it have cost the show to do 2 more people? 1 man on each side and have equal gender on both sides. I just don't understand why the show decided that wasn't a good thing for them. And okay, you extend it by maybe 2 more days. What have you. So that is a big gripe I have. A big gripe. Probably the biggest gripe. Also, it's a condensed season. And you have, yes, these big names in Parvati, Sari, Tony, half of the Australian cast. But then you have Australia v. the world. So you have the world people. And you have people from the world tribe that I know nothing about their game and no knock on them. But are they the best in the world? I don't know. I haven't seen them. And like I said, that's not a gripe on the show. That's me as a fan. I have not watched it. But 2, you also have people that aren't even the best on their international versions. You have people that haven't won on their international versions. And I know, you have people on the Australian cast and the U.S. cast that haven't won their seasons either. I just think you have people from the U.S. like Parvati, a winner, Tony, a winner, Sari, a winner of The Traitors, been on all kinds of reality TV. It's really apples and oranges to me that these international people just aren't the same. Like, they're just not going to be able to be on the same level as those people. So is it truly as deep of competition as they could have found? And I understand that the show was at a disadvantage because Probst didn't want them to have U.S. versus Australia. That's why they had to do the world. What's up, Sandy? What's up, Jason? All right. To be fair, most things Vince has done since week 6 have been pro Morgan. Morgan has full control over Vince. At this point, she does, it feels like, but he still doesn't do things in her best interest at times. 100%. Parvati went the same amount of tribals as Tony and Cagayan, so I think blank is just as valid, especially with her threat level and moves. I think it should count. Such a terrific cast. It's about gameplay. I think it should have been Australia versus U.S. Now, that's what it was originally going to be. Originally, that's what the producers for Australia wanted, was Australia versus U.S. Because obviously then you have the 2 juggernauts going head-to-head, and you can make a really good cast out of that. However, from what I've heard, Probst did not want that. He put a kibosh to that right away and said, no, you can have this many people, and that is it. And so the producers were left with a challenge. Well, what do we do from here? And then, what do you know? We have the cast that we have. So, originally, yes, it was supposed to be that, but from what I know, Probst basically said no to that. All right, Rhoda, the feeds are back. Morgan used the veto on Ava, and Vince slapped Lauren on the block. Well, there it is. He did it. He went with what Morgan wanted. That's got to be making Morgan pretty happy. For a minute there yesterday, we had a chance that Keanu was going to be taken off the block. But that didn't pan out, which I was all for that. I was really hoping that would happen. Vince is the worst Alien player ever. Lauren just continues to, get slapped in the face by Vince. Over and over and over again. And honestly, she's the only one who gets the blame here. Let's be real. You continue to trust this person that clearly does not have your best interest at heart. He could have easily put up Ashley. There's no reason in her mind that she shouldn't have put in. That he shouldn't have put in Ashley. It doesn't make any sense. Why would he not put in Ashley if they weren't working together? Vince is the worst ally player ever. Yep. I guess long hugs and rubbing works. You'll get your way. I mean, for Vince, apparently. Vince at one point was playing all for Vince. And now, it's turned into Vince is playing for Morgan. I mean, Morgan's going to deserve the win if she gets there. I still want Keanu, but that's just me. I digress. He was beaten into submission, LOL, but he shouldn't have done it. No, I don't think he was smart for his game at all. I think Ashley would have been the better move. And I would have liked that to happen for Keanu. But obviously we didn't get that. Let me check and see if Fair Play is still going to join. He said he'll see what he can do. So we'll see. We'll see. So let me know your thoughts, guys. I mean, obviously, I don't want to knock too hard. Australia v. the World was fun, right? It was a fun experience. It was a fun game. And I'm not saying it's like a Reindeers game. It's similar, but it's not. Because Reindeers game was a totally different game. But I do feel like it's almost in the same category. It's similar. Where I don't know if I can consider the win the same. And for all the factors I said before. And like I said, it's not a knock on the cast. It's not even a knock on production because they made it work so that they could have something there. But to me, it just doesn't feel the same. It doesn't feel like the same win. And when you have people like Tony and Sandra, who have won the show twice in the full format, I think those wins stand out more. And I think the competition was stronger. And I think the game altogether was harder. So I do think that those factors should be included. I think that to play Survivor proper, and I'm not even getting into the whole, 29 days or whatever, 39 days, 26 days, whatever it may be. I'm not even getting into that factor with new era versus old school because that I have less of an issue with. It's more the luxuries, the gender imbalance, the amount of advantages. We almost had I can't even say because I don't want to put in spoilers in here if Rhoda hasn't seen it. But we almost had a Suri. Well, this isn't too big of a spoiler, but we almost had a Suri idle out situation again. And that was not good. That would have been rough. But I digress. I want to hear your guys' opinions. I understand that people are going to disagree with me, and that's fine. I think that that's why we are the fan base that we are. We can have a difference of opinion. We can talk it out and see what we each think. And everyone's entitled to their opinion. There's no right or wrong answer. It's just, even though people are going to say, no, Bobby, you're wrong, because they did in the comments before. But it's just not the same to me. And the winner played an absolutely fantastic game. Another problem I have with Australian Survivor, and I know a lot of people have an imbalance with this too, or a problem with this imbalance as well. The amount of airtime the winner gets opposed to anyone else. Like, can we all just agree that at least Survivor US, and sometimes to its own detriment, at least fairly, for the most part, gives equal screen time to the big character / winner, right? With the exception of Erica. With the exception of Erica, for the most part, the show gives at least a pretty good balance of airtime. Australia, not so much. Not so much. And that's a thing that's just always been an issue with Australian Survivor. And the thing is, it's usually hard for them when it's the big casts, and that makes it a little more understandable that they have such large casts on their normal seasons that it's hard to give adequate screen time to everyone because you need to build storylines. But it doesn't need to be as long as it is, because like they don't need to have as big of a cast as they do. I mean, they do it anyways, and I don't mind it, but like it's kind of crazy. And then 2, why are you able to give so much to one person and not equal to everyone else? Right? Like, as much as I love King George is one of my favorite players of all time. I think he's fantastic. Do we need 150 confessionals of King George and only 30 of another player? I mean, it's more entertaining, don't get me wrong. But do we need it? No. Like, you can give more adequate screen time to people. So, I don't know. I would love to hear your guys' opinions in the comments. I definitely read all the comments that people leave after the fact. The fact that I got a 50% downvote on the podcast before, I feel bad for Philip and Lauren who were on the podcast with me because it's not their fault. It's not their fault. That was more of a me thing. People were downvoting it because of me. So shout out to Philip Solomon and Lauren Pratt. They were awesome. And they were more in the corner of majority of people. But I wanted to be contrarian, and I feel like my contrarian takes had some valid takes for sure. So I think that you may not agree, but it doesn't mean that it's wrong. So who are we rooting for as far as Big Brother, guys? I'll go back to the Big Brother talk now for a second and see if we can get Fair Play in here at some point to talk Australia via the world and debate it with me. But as far as Big Brother goes, who are we wanting to win the blockbuster? I know you guys know who I want. And what do we think the outcome will be this week? Do we think we'll actually get a Kelly vote out? Right? Like, I feel like this has been a long time coming. But at the same time, is Kelly even worth the shot here? Because Kelly, is she really a bigger threat than either Keanu or Lauren? No. What's up, Kendra? How you doing? Thank you for joining. Is Kelly really a bigger threat than Keanu or Lauren? And yes, she saved herself a handful of times, but Keanu's done it more. And then you've got, what's up, Sean? Are you talking about for Big Brother or for Survivor, Australia via the world? I think that people want to drag Kelly. Exactly. So I'm asking you as the chat, though, like, what would you guys want to do here? If you were in the house, would you drag Kelly as well? I mean, Kelly seems like a final 2 GOAT if there ever was one. So does Ashley. And no shot at Ashley. Like, I like Ashley. I think Ashley has grown the most on me over anyone this entire season. I'll let someone in the chat say it just because there's people that didn't want to know. So I feel bad saying anything out loud if people don't want to know that are watching this. So I will leave that up to the chat to share. So as far as Ashley goes, right? Like, she has grown the most on me, for sure. Ashley needs Kelly there. I think that's, honestly, I think that might be Ashley's only chance at winning. And even then, it might be slim. Sean, no worries, man. I just want to be kind to the people that didn't want to know. I've been trying to be coy and stay around it, but stay on here, Sean, because Fair Play is going to be joining us in a bit, and then I know he's not going to hold back on spoilers, so we'll definitely be discussing it later. There you go. Sandy told you in the comments. But yeah, we'll definitely be talking about it later. I would be happy with the Lauren or Kelly leaving. I mean, same here. I definitely do not want to see Keanu go. And I'm hoping Lauren goes, because Lauren, gosh, let's say just possibly one of the worst casting over the last, I don't know, 10 years. The monotone, just, hi guys, I just that's it. Honestly, what I just did right there is too fast for her too. That's not how she talks. So it's more like, so I wanted to get Keanu out. Like Taryn does such a good job at those voices. I can't do it justice. Like, his Vince impression is so dead on. It's so dead on that it's wild to me that, like, he's really leaned into it too. Like, Taryn has leaned into the impressions being a big part of his updates. It counts as a win, but definitely isn't up there with Sandra and Tony, who both won the version and 2 39-day games. Exactly. And I think that is a big, big factor for me too, is that I don't want to consider it the same thing because it wasn't the same show. Don't bite your tongue. What's up, bud? How you doing, man? Good to see you in here. Hey, Fair Play might be joining me later, so hang in there if you wanna see him. I'm just waiting to see if he texts me back. No promises, guys. He said he's gonna see what he can do and see if he can make it. Keanu is talking about throwing the blockbuster right now. Dude, if he throws the blockbuster, he's gone. He's gone. And I don't know how he can't see that. I don't know how he can't see that he has to win out. He continues to do things where it's like, okay, Keanu, this is where you're going to finally step up and play the game like you're supposed to. Like, I feel good about Keanu right now. Like, now he understands it. He's into it. Oh, Keanu just got in his own way again. Never mind. Keanu's going. Taryn does good with impressions. Oh, he's so good with his impressions. It's ridiculous. Like, I can't do it justice. It was DLC for all those players on AUV The World. That's a great example. And like I said, I enjoyed the season. I liked it for what it was. Just like I liked Reindeer Games for what it was. I enjoyed it. It was fun. It was something different. Was it the same game? Similar. But when you get all these luxuries, when you have a gender imbalance in the casting, when you have these world players that weren't even the best in the world on their seasons, it just doesn't feel the same. It doesn't. Keanu has to win to stay. That's his only survival. His only survival is for him to win the blockbuster. If he thinks about throwing it, he's gone. What's up, Chicago Kong? Also, what up, Mike? Thank you for all the comments, too. Doesn't make the best, way too fast, and the prior relationships also take away from meeting strangers and figuring them out. Did enjoy, just not passing out the crown. Exactly. But the thing is, too, like, technically Tony's second win was, you know, an all-star-like season, right? It was an all-winner season. But I feel like that's more justified because it was all winners. And Sandra's second win was Heroes vs. Villains, which was not, you know, it was an all-star season. It was second-time players. But it was the proper game, normal format, and everyone had the same how do I say this? It was the show proper opposed to this kind of gimmicky DLC, like Mike said, which is a great way of putting it, type game. I need part 4 of Sequester. So I think with 3 is the whole thing. So it was 1, 2, and 3 because I finally got through the third one on the last one. And that one was my favorite part too because it had some of my biggest moments on there. If you guys haven't seen it, check out some of my other live streams that I did where I rewatched our Rahap Sequester that I was a part of. It was a lot of fun. You guys get my commentary while watching it live on YouTube. Shout out to, I think it was Survivor Florida who posted it. Amazing job. Amazing editing. All right. Tony, where was I at? Yeah. Mike said, Tony, though, had to play a way harder season in Kage-On. Agreed. Tony and Sandra both won without needing a returning season to get a win. Exactly. Which is why I think Tony and Sandra are the best. I agree. I completely agree. If double eviction is Kelly and Keanu, nobody's going to finish the season. I agree on Keanu. I think if Keanu throws this blockbuster competition and gets taken out, and then let's say an Ashley goes next, then on the double eviction, I think everyone is out on the season. Honestly, they might have all-time low ratings for the remainder of the season, if that's the case. I know there's some Morgan fans out there, and I know there's even some people still somehow rooting for Vince, which the two biggest heel turns for me in a good way and a bad way. Ashley, from where she started the season to where she is now, I've done a complete 180 on her, in a good way. And Vince, I've done a complete 180 on him, but in the wrong way. Very much so the wrong way. I don't know, man. It sucks because this season had so much potential. Well, I say that, but the cast has not been that good. Regardless, the cast was not that good. But Rachel being there, Keanu constantly winning and taking himself off the block, even Vince at times being, the little squirrel that he is. What's the right word for that? The little weasel. That's what it was. Weasel that he is. Was entertaining at times, but man, has it fallen flat ever since Rachel left. And I'm really, really, really hoping I can get Rachel into one of my live streams when she gets back. I got to see with CBS and all that if it's allowed. But like I said, last season, Rachel and I podcasted all about Big Brother 26, and she was my co-host. And so I could probably just reach out to Rachel maybe once a little bit time dies down. I can reach out to her and see if she's allowed to come on my live stream to talk about the season. I'm sure RHAP is going to get their interviews for sure after the fact, but hopefully she also gives me the opportunity to have her on here too. I think that stream would go absolutely wild if that's the case. So I got to make sure I have everything set up so it doesn't technical difficulty at the beginning like it has been the last couple times. But yeah, what are your guys' thoughts? You guys want to talk more Australia v. the World debate? Do you want to talk more Big Brother? What do you guys want to get into? Because I appreciate each and every one of you that's here joining me. You guys follow me on my social media handles so that you are alerted when I go live at GoodsbyBobby on both Instagram and Twitter /X. And then also click the bell notification, click the like on YouTube. Give us a sub. It helps us out a lot, and you'll get notified whenever I do go live. But the bare minimum you can do, guys, please just hit that like button. Please hit that like button. It helps us out a lot. It recommends this channel to more people and brings more people to my stream. So any comments, subs, likes, what have you, hit the bell notification. It all helps. It all helps. And then twitch.tv /BobbyGoodsby for my personal Twitch account. It helps me out a lot there as well. So, have you seen the clip where Vince says "I love you" to Morgan and kisses her? He took his mic off and tried to hide it. Oh my god. I've not seen that. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I'm sure it's on Twitter somewhere. By the way, Twitter is just like... Why is my keyboard not working? There it goes. Twitter is just like too much sometimes. Like, it is just too much. Also, my Vikings got absolutely demolished yesterday. And it was the ugliest game I've seen in a long time. And now we are through 3 quarters of Vikings, or 3 quarters, 7 out of 8 quarters of Vikings football that J.J. McCarthy has not looked good at all. And that worries me quite a bit because I was on the hype train. And I understand we're only 2 games in of his NFL career, and I don't want to jump to conclusions. But man, does it scare me. Man, does he not look comfortable out there. And we'll see. Give it time. I'm trying to trust the process for those of you that even care about my NFL fandom. But I have to vent. I have to vent to you guys. What's up, Bartocomus? Bartocomus, whatever. You know I can't say that name. Also, I want to do one other vent real quick. So last night or yesterday during the games, for those of you that don't care about this, will be a quick story. I had a 3-team parlay, and this is not betting advice. This is just my own dumbassness. I had a 3-team parlay. I had the Patriots plus 2.5. That covered. I had the Bills minus 5.5. That covered. That one seemed like the lock of the week. And then 3, I had Denver Broncos minus 1. They go to kick they are up by 2. I'm covering at this moment. Then Indy goes up to kick the ball, a 64-yarder. They miss. Game over. 0's on the clock. I win $150. But no, there's a late flag. And of course, it's called leverage, which they never call in the NFL. They never call it. And all of a sudden, they're going to call it in this game. They do leverage, and then what do you know? They get the field goal, and I lose by 1 point. Here, let me... Oh, Fair Play might be joining me right now, so give me 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Let me switch to my other screen. Give me 1 second, guys. All right, is audio working? Is audio working for you guys? Never should have got rid of Darnold. Oh, my God, I'm immediately feeling that way. And it sucks. All right, I know a lot of people don't care about football talk. All right, so Fair Play said he'll be here in 5 minutes. Crazy that the Colts are 2-0. Never would have predicted that. I know. And then Cameron Bynum, who's a former Viking, just looked awesome for them, which tears me apart because I love him. And he's from the area I live in. And he actually came to my bar once, and I saw him from a distance. He was walking by, and I couldn't get out of the bar because some guest was asking me a question. And by the time I finally got on my bar to go try to meet him, I couldn't find him. I was so mad. I was like, when is a Minnesota Viking ever going to be in my bar in Southern California ever again? So sorry for the small screen. Fair Play said he'll be here in 5 minutes, so that's why I did this, so that I could have his screen pull up as soon as he gets here. So when Fair Play gets here, remember, guys, no promises that spoilers will not be said about Australia v. the World. So just know that. And I don't know how much he's been watching Big Brother, so no promises on that either if you guys are going to ask him Big Brother questions. I know he kept up with the Rachel news, but that's about it. Let me see if I can make this a little smaller. Just so it's not in the way of his video. Whatever. It's still on there. Just a little smaller. All right. So, let's talk some more because I think I was losing people with the NFL talk, but I appreciate anyone that would love to talk NFL. You know, I'm a diehard Minnesota Vikings fan. Um, I also do for those of you that don't know, me, Johnny, and Gabe Ortiz from Survivor 47 do a NFL weekly podcast. Wednesday nights, we go live on YouTube. And I also I think I'm going to try to connect it with my Twitch. We go live for that. Now, I won't be there. I'm going to go back to this screen. Is anyone else having problems with my stream right now? Anyone else having problems with my stream right now? Is anyone else having problems with my stream right now? Or is everything looking good on your guys' end? Is everything looking good on your guys' end? Or was it doing like the ring of freaking buffering? No issues? Okay. My other monitor showed the ring of freaking buffering, and that's why I started really freaking out there for a second. I was like, oh God, please tell me it's not doing this again. Because we've had issues in the past with it, and I was really worried. It's okay? Okay, sorry I got quiet there for a second, but I was really worrying that was a problem. All right, let me go to guest screen. All right, I just want to wait here until Johnny comes back. But if there's any issues, guys, let me know immediately in the chat, just because it helps me out a lot so that I can see if there is any issues. Fairplay is going to be joining us any minute now, and we're going to be talking about Australia via the world. So like I said, guys, no guarantees. He's not going to talk about spoilers. I tried to this point to not talk spoilers. So we will probably be talking about like the winner and spoilers and all that. So if you don't want to know that, please realize that I can't control what Fairplay says. So we will be just having an open discussion about the season as a whole. And as far as Big Brother goes, really, really worried for Keanu. Don't bite your tongue. Is he still having this discussion that he wants to possibly throw the Blockbuster competition? And like, how serious is he in that talk? Like, is he actually debating it, or is it more of a, well, I could, which is still stupid, still very stupid. Like I said, guys, if you can, leave a comment. Let me know if you disagree with me about my Survivor takes. That's fine, but let me know in the comments. And for all of you that downvoted the last video, at least thank you for the interaction. If you guys can, though, give us a like on the page. It helps us out a lot. I think that Morgan might be set up for the best chance to win. Is that a hot take? Like, I really think Morgan... He always talks, he won't throw. I hope so. I really hope he doesn't throw, because I think if he throws, he's screwed. I think if he throws the competition, he's out. And we all know that. He is out. Like, it's obvious. But yeah, I think Morgan is set up the best for the win at this point. I think that somehow Ava could win if she's there. Because look at what Will said. Like, I think people like her, all that stuff. But, like, why? I think that would be not a good representation of the season. So I'm watching you instead of the feeds right now, but Reddit seems scared. Like, what the fuck is he thinking? He's too much of a competitor. I don't think he'll do it. I really hope so. I really hope so. I think that would be just the worst for the season. I honestly, at this point, I want someone, even production, be like, so you're not going to actually throw it, are you? Like, question it like that, like form it as a question, but basically saying like, don't fucking do it, you idiot. I think that would be best case scenario. But it's Keanu, man. You never know. Keanu is just always trying to get in his own way. It's wild to me. It's wild to me. And I don't know why he does that. Like, why is he so bad at this game that he thinks people are going to work with him when they clearly show no interest in that? Why does he not think that he doesn't have to win out? Okay, so Fairplay said he's here. So let me see. Give me 1 second, guys. All right, so it's start collab cam, which I did. Fair play. I can't see, bud. Let me see here. There he is. There he is.
I'm here.
You're here. What's up, Fair Play? Thanks for joining the stream.
I am dead.
Well, why? What happened?
I went to Florida, played some pinball, and then played a charity. God, is there feedback from me?
Is there feedback right now?
I feel like I hear me, but it's fun.
Okay. Not sure. But no, I don't hear anything bad on my end if you hear feedback.
Okay. So I played a charity wiffle ball tournament Saturday morning, starting at like 8:30 a.m. And then at 2 a.m., I left for Baltimore, and we started drinking Watertown whiskey at 7:45, and went to the Jimmy's Famous Seafood Tailgoat, and then went to the game, and then I was back home at 11 p.m. 4.5 hour drive later.
Gotcha. You guys can't. Oh, hold on 1 second. Let me see here. Say that you're way quieter than me. Johnny's volume is low. Okay, so let me see here.
You're just killing your volume. I can't hear you.
Yeah, when I sit away from it, so I lowered my volume. I lowered my volume, but I don't know if that was the issue. All right, so let me see here. Let me try to fix.
It should just be the volume that you're hearing, not the volume that you're putting in.
So I have a way to fix this. Give me 1 second, guys. So
how did you do it with your hundreds of other guests?
well, I've never done it with this streaming software, so that's why it's
The picture's beautiful.
Is that better, guys? Okay, Fair Play, say something in there.
Check, check, check.
He looks like you're peaking really loud, so let me do this.
Oh, I'm peaking.
Is that better, guys? Let me know in the comments. Is it better now on Fair Play's volume?
I peaked in 2003, Bob.
That is true. Can't hear him? All right. It should be better now. It's all good. We'll get this fixed. So, did you hang out with Gabe when you were in Baltimore?
Gabe started the drinking festivities. We did Watertown whiskey and moonshine.
Nice. He's very low. Okay. All right. Technical difficulties as not better. Okay.
Check, check, check.
Because it shows peaking on here, but
I hear me just fine coming from yours.
yeah. I'm gonna try to fix it. Give me 1 second. Collab cam video monitor only.
I'm coming in hot, Bobby. I got a hot take that I was beyond amused with by Jeff Probst from the Emmys.
Oh really? Okay. So now you are way too low. Also. Okay.
Okay, there you go. Yeah.
All right. So I adjusted mine back to the normal one. So what I'm gonna do. It's like we hear him from your sound, not his mic. Okay. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to do this. I'm going to add a source.
All right, my mic is good. Should I turn off my echo cancellation maybe or no?
You're fine. I'll just add a new source. Sorry for the difficulties, guys. First time having someone on stream, so I'm glad we're able to figure this out together. Yeah, you are my guinea pig. Okay. That's not it. We'll figure this out. source. It would help if my mic was even in the least part helping me out here. Or not my mic, my mouse. All right, say something in there, Johnny.
Check, check, check.
Is that any better, guys? Let me know in the comments. Is that any better on the volume?
Check, check, check. Johnny Fairplay is here.
And I hope that's not picking me up double, but it might.
No, you sound fine, I think.
I'll check it on my end too. Is that any better, guys? No, it's not. It's not better.
Don't need to leave and come back in?
No. I will figure it out.
No.
Yeah, it's definitely you hear the sound from my mic. Yeah, not any better. I'm realizing that now.
Yeah, if you had headphones for your audio, I think you would be fine.
I have headphones right here. Yeah, not any better. I'm realizing that now. Let me see. Yeah, so I'm going to have to do something different. So we're going to do this because I know this will work. I will move this camera right here. Right here. And I will put that right there. And now say something, Johnny. Let me see. Yeah, so I'm going to have to do something different. So we're going to do this because I know this will work. I will move this camera right here. Right here. Sorry for the loud noises, guys. We'll put that right there. And now say something, Johnny. Oh, now I'm double. So here we go. I'm going to have to do something different. So we're going to do this. All right. We're working on it again. All right. Now feedback. Yeah, I know. Sorry for the loud noises, guys. There. And now say something. All right. So here we go. All right. We're working on it again. All right. Now feedback. Yeah, I know. Sorry for the loud noises, guys. Yeah, it's not any better. I don't know why. I don't know why it's doing this. Now you don't hear me? Yeah, it's because I turned my volume off. Yeah, I thought that turning that off would help. And not sure why the guest volume isn't working. We can try it. Let's try it and try it again. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know why this thing is being such a pain in the butt. Really sucks. He said he's going to come back in. So I'm just hoping and praying that it works this time. All right. Collab cam. Yep. Volume. Settings. All right. All right, let's see. Because you sound fine on my end, but apparently no one else can hear you. Yeah, well, I'm going to wait and see what people say in the comments. Guys, if you say it's probably going to be the same thing, but let's see. Can you guys hear him at all? This is a great live show, huh? Well, at least I'm figuring it out on the fly. Because on my end, the sound sounds great. It sounds... I hear you, you hear me, but no one else can hear. I'm still waiting to hear what they say. Can't hear him. Can't hear him. Can't hear him, they said. Why would this not work? Why is this not working? Stream with guests. That's what I did. I will check the properties again. We'll wait for you to figure it out. Thank you guys for bearing with me here. Yeah. Is it saying for you to add the app? Now you don't hear me at all because I put my headphones in, so that's probably why. Because you guys were able to hear through my laptop, but not through the actual audio, which is weird and shouldn't be that way. Like, why would you see the video but not hear the audio? That's what's weird. And when I go to properties, it shows. All right, let's try this. Is this any better? I'm worried that this might give some feedback, but let's see.
Check. All right, I'm installing Streamlabs.
He's installing Streamlabs, so hopefully this helps, guys.
Oh, God. Maybe. I don't know my password.
Oh, we got you.
Okay, so cancel.
I figured it out.
We're good?
We're good. I figured it out. Oh, right. Thank God.
Okay.
All right,
cool.
So apparently I just had to have it as monitor and output. So I apologize, everyone, for the 10 people we lost right there while I was trying to figure that out.
Sure.
All right, so we hear him. Okay, cool. Thank you, guys. And I think I can actually move my camera back now, since technically that's all done. All right, sorry, guys, for the technical difficulties. Fair play. So tell us about your weekend.
All right. So I went to Florida, played pinball for a sum of money for 40 minutes, and then talked about pinball for 35 minutes, and then flew home.
Okay.
And then nice. Saturday morning, I was woken up to be alerted that my wiffle ball team was playing a charity tournament. It's starting at 8:45 a.m. So I did that. Okay. And then I went to bed at 11 p.m. At 1 a.m. realized I had money on the boxing match. So I watched that from 1 till whenever. And then I won $500. So I was like, well, I can't go back to sleep now. And at 2 a.m. I left for Baltimore. we got to Gabe's at 7:45 and started drinking moonshine and Watertown whiskey.
Okay.
And then went to Jimmy's Famous Seafood Tailgate, the Tailgoat, and they had the unveiling of the new Tailgoat Championship. I, of course, had the Boca Raton Championship Wrestling Cruiserweight title with me. And then we went to the Baltimore Ravens match after walking 15 miles. Gabe's seats are the next to last row, to which he told me that they're the best seats because you can see everything. And that is true, except for the players. You cannot see the players. They are too far away. And
very nice.
Thank you. And then after the game, we drove back. I got home at 11:30 p.m. and then woke up this morning to do an interview with Cara Maria to promote The Floor Season 4 with Rob Lowe and Johnny Fairplay and Bo Bice, premiering September 24th, opposite the Survivor 49 premiere. I will be in Boston with Cara Maria. Go to SurvivorTix.com. That's SurvivorTix.com. She is on 99 to beat. I am on The Floor, also on 99 to beat, Sandra Diaz-Twine. And so I'm hearing some people from the Boston area. They're like, oh my God, the greatest bar. They're doing a big Survivor thing. Yes, indeed they are. They are doing something every single week at the greatest bar in Boston. So skip week 1. Week 2, Bryce and Wynn are going to be there. Week 3, there's going to be someone else from Survivor. They're going to have someone every season long, along with people from season 49. Start week 2. I will not be in Boston every week, and neither will Cara Maria. So this is your chance. Week 2, go to the greatest bar. That bar chain is they're in the same family with the Essex Boston, so we're all working together. So yeah, week 1, skip the greatest bar and go watch The Floor Season 4 with me and 99 to beat with Car Maria. You will have a great time. It's the coolest place in Boston, the Essex Boston. It's a rooftop bar. We have 2 huge TVs, big speaker systems. Car Maria is actually playing a couple of the games from 99 to beat.
Oh, okay, cool.
So, which I guess is kind of a ripoff of In It to Win It, or A Minute to Win It, or whatever.
That's what it seems like, right?
Yeah. So, but they're playing for $1 million.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
And they thought they were playing for $100,000 when they got there.
Oh, really?
You're like, oh, by the way, we changed the prize money from $100,000 to $1 million. And Car Mario's like, yeah, you're all done. She was like, I was kind of sort of phoning it in, and now it's $1 million. You're screwed.
Yeah, I'm going for this.
Would you bet against Car Maria in anything?
No, definitely not. Like,
well, trivia, swimming, and that's it. Those are her kryptonites. Well, but there's no swimming, and I don't think there's trivia.
Yeah, if it was the floor, it'd be a totally different situation. But...
The floor, dude, do not bet on Karma. Yeah, I don't. She might not have qualified the Zoom round before we got there.
No, what's up? What's up, Nox Sutal? We're actually about to get into it. Johnny just joined us. We had some mic issues, but we got it all figured out. So, Johnny, you said at the beginning of the stream that you have a hot take, and I want to hear your hot take before we get into mine.
It's a little beef, brother. So Jeff Probst was at the Emmys last night.
Okay.
And he did the red carpet, went around all the people, and everyone was asking about Parvati. That's so weird. They're like, what do you think of Parvati? Oh, she's the best. Why wasn't Parvati on season 50? This seems to be a glaring omission. He goes, hey, Parvati's the best. She just won Australia versus the world. He said the words Australia versus the world. Did we ever think Jeff would say those words out loud?
No.
Without raising his fist to the skies.
Like, damn you, Australia.
Yeah. So he goes, no. He goes, Bobby, it's real simple.
Yeah.
There's only so few spots. Like, and we literally, his words, literally just had Boston Rob, Parvati, and Tony on just a couple seasons ago.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
The number you're looking for, Bobby, is 10. So no, that is not true. It's been 5 years. It was pre-COVID. When we had Boston Rob, and he goes, "Hey, there's just so many spots. There's so few spots for winners. We just couldn't do it." Okay, so let's assume that all that information is correct. So, and because she was upset, she said in every interview, hey, these guys didn't even call me.
Yeah.
I didn't even get an ask to say no, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just say everything he said on that red carpet is true. But he called Boston Rob, and Boston Rob told him no.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. So what's the truth? So what's the truth here?
I mean, there's always oh my God, if we could have got Boston Rob and Parvati and Tony, we would have, but there's so few spots we couldn't. But you called Boston Rob and he turned you down.
Yeah, you think that Jeff wouldn't want Boston Rob back in a second? Like, clearly he wants Boston Rob.
He called. Yeah. They've both admitted it. Boston Rob admitted it and he admitted it. So, but don't go on the red carpet and just be like, oh my God, we just couldn't fit Boston Rob and Parvati. You didn't fit Boston Rob because he told you no. You didn't fit Boston Rob because you couldn't fit him.
Yeah. Yeah. So I want to get into this because I don't know if you got to see my podcast with Philip Solomon from Deal or No Deal Season 2 and Lauren Pratt, another after show employee here. Did you get to see that podcast at all? Because I did not. I had some very hot takes that people really did not agree with in the comments. Some saying all-time bad takes. So for those of you, we will be getting into spoilers here because there's no way around it. So just know, spoiler warning ahead. So my biggest gripe was I can't consider Parvati's second win a true win. And I would have been a true second win, right? And I would have been in the same camp of anyone winning the season. I wouldn't consider it the same as Survivor proper. So my whole issue is, and there's a few major issues. One, right when they got on the island, they were given all kinds of luxuries, right? It's already a condensed season, a shortened season, and now you're giving them all these amenities in the very first challenge
but they've earned them.
Right off the bat.
They've earned them. This is the elite. You're not getting them without the amenities.
Sure. Okay. But then that's not true Survivor, correct? So
Yeah,
then, but
well, we haven't seen True Survivor in well, outside of real Australian Survivor.
yeah.
We haven't seen real Survivor, and oh, it's been 2 seasons. No, wait, it's been 10. That's the last time we saw True Survivor, Bobby.
So that was one of my small gripes, right? But that was a gripe. My
Okay.
biggest gripe, I think, of all was the gender imbalance in the season, where you have
Yeah.
4 females and 3 males on each team. Why in the world couldn't they just get one more male for each team and at least have a gender balance? I have an issue with that. I think that really goes against what the show always does, where they always have a gender balance and let them play it out. Where we saw
And it plays into it really plays into Parvati's wheelhouse.
exactly, and that's the thing. It's a big advantage for Parvati and how she loves to play the game and how we know she loves to play the game. And we saw Tony and even Tommy to an extent at a real disadvantage when they had the numbers against them, where all the girls wanted to go together and work together. And I think that's not really fair to them as players. And my other gripe was now that I'm blanking on it. What was my other gripe? As far as it being a condensed season, we know that that's what they had to do to be able to get these people to really play this game again.
Yeah.
I just see it as, there was Big Brother Reindeers games that they did a couple years ago, which I'm not putting it in the same category as Reindeer Games. I think Reindeer Games is not Big Brother. It's a completely different game. It was fun, but it was different. But it's similar to that, where this felt like a fun little DLC version, right? Like, this is not the game proper. This is a fun new version that are trying something different, and it's exciting, and it was very fun
You're trying
to watch.
to sell an app.
Yes, but it's not the real version, right? It's not. You consider
This is any game on the Switch 2 when you literally have a blank CD in your box.
exactly like Knox Too Tall in the comments says, I look at it, it's the same as a Challenge All Stars win. Like, that's very, very true. It felt
I'm
like
okay
that.
with the Challenge All Stars win.
But do you consider Parvati's second win as good as Tony and Sandra's second win?
Ooh, wow, that's
Because they're all 2-time winners, but I don't see her as the same type of 2-time winner. I think they're better.
I consider it a
winners.
win. I consider it a win, but there's kind of an asterisk. But as far as the 16-day format, I love it. I mean, if you're asking Johnny Fairplay to play Survivor again, and my options are 16 days, 27 days, 39 days, or 45 days, or whatever Australian Survivor does, 16 is my answer. All day, every day. And so actually, Gabe and I were having this conversation yesterday. He's just like, okay, well, you bash the new era all the time, so you're giving the thumbs up to 16-day Australian Survivor, but you have a problem with 27-day U.S. Survivor. And I was like, no. I was like, I did originally just because, I'm old school and I got to have something to complain about. I'm an old man.
That tracks.
But no, I have a problem with the journey and the beware advantage and just all the handicaps for not having a good cast. And that's why 47 was so good, because in spite of the bullshit production tried to inject, they're like, no, we're going to play Survivor.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So in spite of what production tried to do, 47 I consider as close to old school and as close to quote unquote Survivor as Survivor is. Yeah. I feel that Australia v. the World did the same thing. It's 16 days, but it wasn't, yes, Parvati found the thing, but that's the thing. That's Australian. That's in regular Australian Survivor.
We almost had a Sari getting idled out again, where literally, if one person also is not there with it without that advantage, like Sari's idled out of the game for a second time in a row. Like, that's wild to me. Like, with such a condensed season, they had so many advantages and idols out there that I almost felt like it was too much, but. It's Survivor. No matter what iteration you have of Survivor, they want all those things in there.
But I feel like they kind of policed themselves with that, and it was really a non-factor.
Yeah, it could have been a factor. It could have been a big factor had Sari got idled out.
It could have been, but it wasn't. Like, I felt like we got, in spite of the beware advantage, they did, in spite of all the other bullshit. So no, I consider it a win. If you want to put in the same category as the Challenge All Stars win, which at one time was the senior circuit, and I'm cool with the senior circuit. I do not like. I have a huge problem with the Challenge All Stars, in which once you agree to do that, you can't do the other challenge.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Why not?
Well, the thing is, too, I mean, is it every season technically an all-star season for the challenge? Like, they just bring back the same cast.
Yeah, but I want to bring back, like I want Ashley Millionaire Mitchell on the senior tour and not on the regular one. You know, I can do it, Paulie, just on the senior tour. Yeah. So, and given us profanity and giving us the cool music, they've killed everything that was the essence of the Challenge All Stars.
Interesting. Tommy Train is here in the chat. He says Survivor being 26 days now, and Jeff hinting and at it's over 1 million. Got season 49, and Big Brother is 90 days and not even 1 million is crazy. What are your thoughts on that? Do you think that Big Brother should up the prize pool? We've already seen them do it once, where they went from 500,000 to 750,000 a few seasons back. But do you think it should be 1 million for how long they're in the house?
I mean, if 99 to beat is giving you $1 million, Big Brother can't.
Yeah,
I mean, literally, I don't have a problem with if it's Ford Mustang presents Big Brother season 28. I don't care.
Yeah.
And give them $2 million. I really like. You're not hurting my feelings.
Yeah, yeah.
And guess what? I might buy a Ford Mustang.
Have you been following Big Brother at all this season, or just
through like Twitter and Facebook groups?
Okay, so what if I told you that there's this guy in the house named Vince who has a girlfriend on the outside, right?
Oh, I've been seeing clips of that, and they tell each other good night and they rub each other and all that.
Oh yeah, apparently there was a clip out there that Tommy was saying in the chat that that apparently he's got caught like taking off his mic and kissing her and telling her I love you and stuff like that. The girlfriend,
but he really wants her to meet his girlfriend.
This guy, by the way, is completely done.
Yeah, well, I don't think he's aware of this, but according to social media, she's done. All right, let's just say for argument's sake, this guy's a salesman. I'm a salesman. You look at my smoke show fiance, I'm a salesman. I mean, you can subtract Survivor and the Boca Raton Championship Wrestling Cruiserweight Championship. Even with those things, I'm not pulling my fiance. I'm a salesman. That's how I got my. Maybe this guy's trying to sell the three-way.
He's in the wrong business for that, if that's the case, from what we're seeing on social media.
Well, I mean, he hasn't gotten the chance. He's just like, hey, listen, this girl's a great kisser. Try it. You'll love it.
Gosh, yeah.
Maybe they're moving to Utah afterwards.
Prize pool should be reduced to $50,000 for this season at least. I agree.
Well, I co-sign that. I say next year Ford Mustang presents Big Brother 28, $2 million. This season, 8 scratch-off lottery tickets, and I feel like we're good.
Now,
give Rachel the America's player, and then let's do let's do 9 scratch-off tickets, 2 of which have already been scratched.
Well, I mean, has Rachel not already had this like sealed up for America's favorite player the day that she walked in the house?
Dude, I was at a premiere party in Chicago. Mm-hmm. There was probably 60 people in this apartment, right?
Okay.
Rachel comes out. The place explodes. They're cheering. They're screaming. And I just do a little self-survey. Just out of curiosity, I'm just like, how soon would you vote Rachel O'Reilly out of this house? Mm-hmm. And they're like, oh my God, the jury at the minimum. Not one person said they would go after Rachel until the jury at the absolute minimum. And I was just like, what? Why? like you're literally saying, hey, I'm not good. And watch me keep someone else that's better than me. Because there's no, like, this season, someone could have emerged to be one of the greatest players of all time. And they're still probably not as good as Rachel Riley.
No. And the thing is, it always shocks me that these people, like the newbies in the house, always keep these, returnees and people that have won or people have gotten far in the game. Like, it's not like this is the first time this has happened. How do they keep them past week 2 once their safety is gone? Like,
Yeah, well, like when they did the coaches thing, and they're just
Yeah.
like, "Hey, these are the coaches." They're like, "Oh, that's cool." And they're like, "Oh, by the way, they're going to enter the game halfway through, and they know all your secrets because they're like, wonderful. Let's keep them."
yeah, and look at Paul on Big Brother 19 when he came back and he was like safe for like 1 week, and then everyone just fell in love with him and kept him, and he got all the way to the end. Like, we almost had that this season with Rachel, had there not been the dumbest fucking twist I've ever seen in my life on the show.
Seemed like I saw Kelly Wentworth's reel. Seems like a pretty good twist.
It was awful. It
Yeah,
was
I know.
awful. And it was so stupid because it's not Big Brother. Like, Big Brother, people get voted out by, being evicted by their house
I'm
guests.
familiar with the premise. I've met people from season 1, which doesn't even count.
It doesn't count. No,
It doesn't.
Let me get back
Sorry,
to
John.
some of the comments. So they had 3 and a kip that didn't feel like a lot to me, but I can see why people think that's a lot. Handjob Steve. Sure.
Oh, Handjob Steve.
Handjob
Yeah.
Steve.
I'm a big Handjob Steve is the best.
Okay, I'm not sure who that is, but okay.
There's a guy named Steve. He's a hand model.
Okay.
And before challenges, he has to put on gloves.
Okay.
And they're like, "Oh, you got to wear the gloves because of your hand job." And he's like, "Yes."
What show is this on?
The challenge.
Oh, I don't watch the challenge, so
Yeah, I think he won the last All Stars. Handjob Steve.
Handjob Steve. That's a great nickname. It's a great nickname.
It's the best.
Move
Oh my God! I
this
was at this place called Boxcar in Greensboro. Shout out Boxcar. There, it's a pinball barcade, and there were some nerds playing some pinball, and this guy broke out his pinball gloves. I go, "Excuse me, sir, are those your pinball gloves or your jack off gloves?" They may.
Who's to say?
Spoiler: they may have been both.
So they say move the money to next year. LOL. I think Keanu will get a lot of votes for America's favorite player, and it'll be between Rachel and him. I thought he had a hall pass. Yeah, I think that no matter what, yes, obviously Keanu. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Keanu.
He's the tall guy. Looks like Noah Kakoa from NXT.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
He might be the dumbest player ever.
Sure.
But also everyone is rooting for him. Like most people, I should say, not everyone, because he constantly gets in his own way. No one wants to work with him. He thinks all these people want to work with him, and every time they just continue to put him on the block. And then he just keeps saving himself via competition. Like, he's been, I think, nominated like 4 or 5 times now, and has brought himself off the block every single time. And
Nice.
so everyone's rooting for him because that's the only likable-ish person left to possibly win. It's gotten sickening. Like, usually there's past seasons where I'm out by like the final 4, final 5. We are now like final 7, and I'm already out on pretty much this season. It's awful. So what if I told you for Big Brother 28, we did a fan draft here for Reality After Show and my Twitch channel, where us as a community, we decided who we would cast for Survivor versus Big Brother for Big Brother 28. And this is the cast. Now, we had a couple stipulations. No one who's played both Big Brother and Survivor could be on the cast. Had to be gender balanced and had to be racially balanced.
Oh, God, we can't get douchebag cowboy. What's his name?
Oh, yeah, Caleb.
Yeah, was that his douchebag cowboy? That's the worst nickname ever.
No, it was. Oh my gosh,
it's Beast Mode Cowboy.
Beast Mode Cowboy. Thank you. I was like, wait a second.
I think it's douchebag.
So for this cast, we had Abby Maria, Brittany Haynes, Carolyn, Davon Rogers, Dan Giesling, Danielle Reyes, Davey, Derek Levasseur, Earl Cole, Jatia Taylor, Keanu from this season, Kelly Wentworth, Owen Knight, Paul from Big Brother 19, PG Law, Rachel Riley, Rob Sesternino, Tyson Apostle, Vanessa Rousseau, and Xavier Prather. So
PG, that's a deep cut.
It was a deep cut.
We're really doubling down on this diversity.
So is Jatia Taylor. Let's be real. Jatia was also kind of one out there, but like we also like the PG versus Abby Maria.
I'm friends with both, and separating friendship. I got Jatia. I like Jatia. So but PG, as I said, great person and real. Like I'm not casting her to be on her first season of Survivor.
Tommy said, "Tell Fairplay that Julie was hinting at Big Brother vs Survivor." So they had Boston Rob on there, and they were basically begging him to be on the show. I don't know if you caught that.
Yeah. Remember when he was doing his working out and eating right for 50 days?
Oh, yes, I do remember that. How'd that
he
go?
Stopped doing that, huh?
Hey, you don't have to, man. Like he's just literally getting hand over foot money just to be on anything. So like he doesn't need to change anything about himself.
I thought he was going to be on Dancing with the Stars. What happened? So,
I mean, I'm shocked he hasn't been at this point.
Probably couldn't dance.
That's true. That is true. Also, are you a big Dancing with the Stars guy?
I am not. I like that chick, that Julianne.
Julianne Hough.
Whatever. One of those is correct. So I met her back. I'm a top fan on Facebook. Apparently, I don't know how or why. No, I went to I won Celebrity Bull Riding.
Yeah.
And Ty Murray was engaged, I believe, at the time to Jewel.
Okay.
So I went to go watch Jewel open up for Brad Paisley.
Yeah.
In like Northern Virginia or something. Jewel hooked us up with tickets, and I got there, and and there was a side stage before the concert started, and there was this hot chick singing, and I was like, "Oh my God, Jewel!" And I was like, "Oh, you're not Jewel." I'm like, "Oh my God, you're Carrie Underwood." She's like, "I'm Julianne Hogue or whatever," and I'm like, "Oh." So anyway, I talked to her for a while, and she was the sweetest little thing, and I was like, "Well, God bless you. I hope some shit works out for you and you're not on the side stage that people think you're someone else." So
okay.
But yeah, she was beautiful and she was friendly and she just had that, that gosh darn it spirit. And I'm like, I like a gosh darn it spirit.
My wife is like really into Dancing with the Stars. Like that's one of her like shows for reality TV that she watches.
Never.
So I've had to watch a couple. That's how I felt about Love Island. So I'll give her this.
Well, I hate a musical. Like I like musicals until they start singing, and then I'm like, oh my God, this is going to be the longest 2 hours of my life.
Yeah. No, I get that. I mean, as someone who was in musical theater and stuff as a kid, like even nowadays, it's tough for me to sit through that stuff. But
I saw the Back to the Future musical.
Oh, did you? How was it?
Oh, it sucked.
Okay.
It's like literally not enough meat on the bone to do a musical. Those last 30 minutes were pretty painful.
That sounds about right. Yeah. I mean, how do you make songs for that?
Well, you got Back in Time, Power of Love,
but like, you have to obviously those can't be the only songs for the whole musical.
Those two you get 3 times each.
Okay, well that tracks. That tracks.
And then you get songs just for it. It's just like, oh please no, this is oh no, we're not, we're no, come on, please just stop.
Just stop.
So yeah,
stop while you're behind.
And I guess there was some domestic violence in the house. It was a hot take.
Okay. Yeah.
So plenty of incest.
Okay. All right.
I mean, she did fall in love with her son.
Technically, yeah. It's very.
So it's just there's a lot going on that I didn't feel needed to be explored.
Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, with Dancing with the Stars. My wife, so that's what she watches, and she's like, if you watch that and do like a live watch and react while watching that, she's like, I'll come on the live stream with you. And I was like, okay, well, we'll see if that's what people want. I know people are into it. So guys, if you want to watch a live stream of me reacting to Dancing with the Stars this season, me and my wife being both on here talking about it, let me know in the comments. So Johnny, on our Survivor versus Big Brother season for BB28, who do you think
on my network didn't even get the love? I mean, my own network.
Well, here's the thing. I wanted to include you, but I was like, is that too on the nose that I include you when,
Yeah.
Guys, we gotta do it back. We gotta do it back.
I am here for nepotism.
I will say this: you were on the short list.
Welcome to my world. It's the last fucking 18 shows I was supposed to be on.
I should have included you just because you've been on the short list for too long.
I am. I feel like I'm on the short bus.
Who do you think won the season that we did a Brant Steele of it? Who do you think?
Oh, fuck PG, obviously. I mean...
Would you believe it? The best player of the season, hands down, and the winner of Big Brother 28 Survivor versus Big Brother, Abby Maria Gomez.
Oh wow! That's a hot take. I love Abby Maria. Yeah. I see Abby Maria leaving the house of her own accord. I don't see her. Yeah.
I see Abby Maria taking the mic off and throwing it in the pool, like we saw in the past,
and punching someone.
Yes. Yeah.
She's laying. Abby Maria's laying hand. Like that is too close to quarters for Abby Maria.
Tell me what's in
Abby Maria has laid hands at a Survivor viewing party.
Tell me what's in it. Do you think Big Brother vs. Survivor would actually happen, or will they just do an all-winner season like for season 30?
I don't. I guess.
Like, I would be really happy to see Big Brother versus Survivor because I think you'd have a much easier time getting a cast together for Big Brother versus Survivor, Big Brother, like a condensed season, rather than Big Brother versus Survivor on Survivor. Like, I just don't see that.
I don't see that happening, nor do I want it. I mean, we didn't want Big Brother on The Amazing Race, and we got it.
Yeah. That's coming up too, the all Big Brother season of The Amazing Race.
Well, if you want to know who wins, check the feeds. I guess they talk about it every 14 days or something.
Jeez.
So.
Jeez. Well, I don't want to know. So I don't want to be spoiled.
Show us caps.
But yeah, do you think that they would do an all-winner season of Big Brother, or do you think that Survivor versus Big Brother would be more likely?
I think the all-winner would be more likely, but I would rather see Survivor versus Big Brother.
I'm in the same boat.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think it would be hard for them to get, winners to fill up a season. Like, because Survivor had a lot more winners to choose from, and Big Brother, I feel like you have a lot of people that of course, there's like the Rachels and,
Can we pretend like Chicken George won?
Right, exactly. Like I feel like there's less acceptable winners for Big Brother.
What if you did it with winners and America's Favorite Players?
That'd be interesting. That would be interesting. I think I could be down for that. That because that I feel like gives you more opportunity to make that possible.
And it's more. I mean, like there's plenty of winners that people didn't love.
Yeah. Well, and there's winners that are controversial that like, can you even have them on TV again?
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't even know if Evil Dick would do it.
I don't even know if Evil Dick can do it. Can he do it? Because he had to leave Big Brother 13.
Yeah, but I think everything is fine there. So
okay.
No, he was supposed to be on the floor with me. He was cut like the last week.
Yeah. And
he lives in Dublin. I'm like, why are you not going to put on the guy that you don't have to pay for the hotel for?
Yeah. That sounds like it was an absolutely interesting experience.
It was interesting. I'll tell you all about it.
Yeah.
September 24th at the Essex Rooftop Bar in Boston, Massachusetts. SurvivorTix.com.
Do we know how many episodes are going to be on the first night? Is it just one episode, or is it multiple episodes?
What, the floor?
For the floor, is it just one episode, or is it like an extended episode? Like, how does it work for the? I haven't seen the floor before.
It's 100 people. It's an entire season. It's like 10 episodes.
Yeah. Okay, so I didn't know if it's like an extended one at the beginning, like if they have an hour and a half premiere.
60 minutes each.
Okay.
Yeah, because Fox, their news comes on at 10 instead of 11, so they only have 2 hours of prime time.
Fox's game shows are interesting.
Yep, they sure are. Do you remember Joe Millionaire?
Yep. Or what was the other one that I was thinking? Well, Glass House. Wasn't that on Fox?
That was ABC.
Oh, that was ABC. That's what it was.
That was ABC. Former podcaster here. I think he's coming back at some point. Jeff Marks. He did casting on that. Won an Emmy.
Yeah.
And Primetime 99 Alex Stein. Alex Stein.
Alex Stein.
That guy that does those videos.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Prime time. I mean, it's been so long since I saw Glass House. Like, I liked Glass House. I thought it was fun. Didn't they get sued by Big
I
Brother?
remember. I don't know what I was doing at the time. Maybe I was doing some stuff for Rob. And I don't. It was somehow me and Rob. I feel like me and Rob. Maybe it was just me. I don't know. I talked to Alex Stein
Okay. Okay.
like right after that, and he
Oh,
was
really?
not the person that we see today at all. Like he was a lot.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but like the person today is like holy smolies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll have to
yeah.
check in and see what he's been up to. So
You're not familiar with his
I
work?
remember Alex Stein, but I'm not sure like nowadays what's going on.
Oh, what he does?
Mm-mm.
Oh, he goes to rallies and stuff and talks about the virus and
Oh,
talks oh it is
controversial figure, huh?
extremely controversial.
Okay.
So, but the thing about it is he's saying things and he's upsetting some people.
Hmm.
But I think it's a gimmick. I don't think he believes anything he's saying.
Gotcha.
I think he's
Gotcha.
just there to show the hypocrisy of both sides.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay.
But a lot of people are not in on the bit.
Interesting.
So
Interesting.
yeah, he gets spit at and punched and all that. So
Oh, really?
oh, it's crazy. Yeah, his Instagram is. I mean, it's wow. Like I'm surprised he hasn't been hurt badly.
Really? Wow.
Yes, yeah, he has some hot takes. But as I
Okay.
said, I don't think he believes the things he's saying. I think he loves showing the hypocrisy, as I said, of not one but both sides.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Interesting. So that's like one of those shows that I mean, it just feels like it almost feels like a fever dream. Like it
yeah.
happened. I know it happened, but do I remember anything about it? No, but I just remembered I liked it. You know, like Glass House is one of those. Like Kid Nation is another one of those that like I watched
Deal
it.
with it.
I
Deal
liked
with
it.
it.
Deal with it.
Deal with it. Yeah.
I
She's not as fun of a follow as you would hope at 10 years or 15 years later.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah. It's really
Um,
hoping for that.
what
So
was that?
no, the big thing with that show was I worked there were some people that worked on Micronesia that did
Uh-huh.
Kid Nation.
Okay.
And the big thing was at the end of the week they'd go to the saloon to spend their money. That if you earned money, you could spend your money.
Yeah.
And there were kids just sitting there getting nothing. And production's like, why aren't you getting anything? They're like, no, I'm good. They're like, well, where's your money? And they're like, I spent it. And they're like, but you didn't spend it here.
Oh wait,
Where's
what?
your money?
What?
And the older kids, like there was like 3 or 4 kids that were like 14.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They found productions snacks, and they were stealing them and hiding them underneath one of the buildings. And they had a whole black market deal where they were selling snacks with.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What in the world?
And they couldn't show it because of all the labels. They weren't sponsored by Frito Lay and Doritos. They're like, we can't show this shit.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they had a whole empire of black market bootleg snacks.
God, see, like that's the thing. Like Kid Nation, it was such a weird show, but
Yeah, and
but
apparently even weirder.
it's
So, and then afterwards, of course, someone sued because their kid didn't win a gold star, and it wasn't fair that only one, like everyone should have won a gold. And I was just like, everyone wins a gold star. My kid's not on your show.
yeah,
I am
yeah,
not co-signing participation awards.
yeah. It was an interesting concept for sure.
Yes.
It was like a popularity thing, but then also like, oh, we have to decide which kids deserve the money by getting the gold stars, and like,
Yeah.
but like clearly the little kids are never gonna get it because like, what are they gonna give those little kids like the money to? You know, like the big kids are
The
just
age
bullies.
discrepancies. I mean, because they went to like what 8 to 14.
Yeah, it was wild. It was
Yeah.
wild times back then. Like 2009 reality TV. It was like 2007, 2008, 2009, somewhere in there. Like interesting time.
2007, I want to say.
Okay,
That
because
sounds
I think I was just graduated college or high school, and I was living in a 67 Winnebago with two of my buddies in Morro Bay going to college, and we would every night get stoned and watch Kid Nation.
Oh wow. You could You could get canceled for saying that, I believe.
The show, people, the show. We watched Survivor, Big Brother, and Kid Nation. That was our go-to.
All right, there you go. Fair enough.
But no, and also, what was a show? Someone brought it up last time in my stream. And
Pirate Master?
No, not that was an interesting one too. No, it was the one that got canceled like 3 weeks in, and it was supposed to
Pirate Master.
Well, it was supposed to go for a whole year. Oh my God, we'll build a brand new world. Why am I blanking? I know the freaking tagline, but I can't think of the name of the show. Oh, Utopia.
Yeah.
You remember that show?
I remember the previews, and I may have watched like 2 minutes of one episode, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm not feeling this.
Does that not feel like a fever dream too? Like I watched it, I liked it. It was weird. It was super weird, but it was like live stream. You could watch the live feeds almost. It was similar to Big Brother, but people living in like almost like a commune. And like they would have people from the outside be able to visit them and see their place and like sell them goods and stuff. It was a weird show, but I digress. Like shows back then, man, they just had a weird timeline.
I just got a message for a new show today.
Really? For you to be in a new show?
Yeah.
How interesting is it? Does it pique your interest?
Unique.
Oh. Celebrity Bull Riding 2.0.
That's not Celebrity Bull Riding 2. I retire. I would make a guest appearance, but I feel like I'm good on the ride.
Yeah.
I will just say, y'all crazy. Hee-haw. All right.
I just got an update. JJ McCarthy out on Sunday for the football game.
He wasn't looking good.
I want to know why. Because that bothers me. Why are they already pulling the rug on J.J. McCarthy experiment? Only 2 games.
Because he sucked.
Ugh, that makes me worried. Not going to lie.
He wasn't good last Monday. No, and don't act like he was.
He was good for 1 quarter out of 8 quarters.
Yes, and he was the lesser of 2 evils on the 1 quarter.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest with you. It makes me miss the days of Sam Darnold, which I never thought I would say.
Yeah. I'll say JJ, he's a good-looking kid, but I feel like he's like Jesse Palmer.
Oh God. So he'll be hosting The Bachelor in about 10 years from now.
That's good. That's good work if you can get it, Bobby.
God. I'm very
And he'll be
curious.
like, hey, that's the guy. Babe, let's watch. Let you ready to watch The Bachelor? Let me put on my JJ jersey. He's hosting.
That really, I'm not going to lie, it really worries me. Sprained ankle. Okay, that's what someone's saying in the comments. Sprained ankle. Okay, so there's not like they're pulling him, which I think would be the wrong call. It just sounds like an injury. So guess who we've got up then? Carson Wentz.
Oh wow.
Carson Wentz. I want the freaking rookie out of Brosmer, the rookie from Minnesota. I want to see him.
Well,
thank you, Ben.
I feel you're going to get a chance to see everyone this season, Bobby.
God. Didn't like Carson Wentz have like 60 yards and 3 interceptions when he played for the Chiefs in Week 18 last year? Like, dear Lord. Like, are we past the freaking Carson Wentz is clearly like not the same player?
Whoa. Taylor Swift was not at the game. How could he have thrown for anything better?
That is true. Did you see the little clip that Taylor Swift had this long she had this long cover up that they pulled out for her leaving the Chiefs game so people couldn't see her walking by. So one of the assistants is pulling this cover while she's walking so no one can see it's her, which it's clearly her behind it. But it's like someone put in the comments like she's so embarrassed by the Chiefs being 0-2 she can't be seen in public as a Chiefs fan. Like,
oh wow. Yeah. Hot take.
Yeah, they are crumbling right now too. So I don't know who are you like? I know we'll get to it on when we do our NFL podcast Wednesday night here at Reality After Show, guys. Check that out. Go check out our last week's coverage of that. Me, Johnny, Gabe Ortiz. But just to give a little sneak peek, who did you like this week? I know you were at the game, but did you get to see any of the games at all?
We got a couple peeks.
The Dallas Giants game was wild. That game was wild. Like
Yeah.
thoroughly
I mean, I
changes.
guess Philadelphia is just going to keep on Philadelphiaing, right?
I mean, are they good though? Like, do we know if they're really that good? Like, because yes, they got to win over the Chiefs in Mile High. Like, that's impressive. But like, at the same time, they didn't look overly impressive either.
I don't think they needed to.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Honestly,
So
probably not.
I'm not sold on Green Bay, but I still think they're better than I thought they were. So
At
that's good.
at this point, Green Bay might be the best team in the league. Like the way that they're playing. I mean, it sucks as a Vikings fan. That's the last thing I want to say. But after watching my team and how we barely beat the Bears after the Bears just got trampled on by the Lions, like I'm like, well,
Yeah.
clearly that Bears win wasn't as good. The Bears are trash.
No. No.
So how bad are we? Like we looked
You're
really
bad.
bad. We
You're
looked
bad.
really bad.
You're bad.
No, we have a
So,
lot of injuries right now, though. A lot of injuries. So hopefully we get healthy, and then let's see what happens. JJ McCarthy going down to another one.
yeah. There we go. So,
But yeah, with that being said, I gotta get out of here soon because I gotta go pick up the kiddo from school. Johnny, thank you for being my first guest on the live stream.
Yeah.
It's been
Glad you figured out how to
Work the
mic
audio.
them. There we go. So yeah, so
I know.
I'm gonna as far as the big question of the day, I consider Purdy's win a win. But is it the I mean, I think she's on the Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
So, but I do have it as like an all-star win, and I consider them slightly different, but but that's I'm fine if she's in the senior circuit, and that's what that's what this is for the Australia Beat the World in the future. Then let her be the queen of the senior circuit.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. Like I said, I have my hot takes. People might disagree with me. You guys can let me know in the comments. Obviously, a lot of you shared your comments in the last video we did, but I'd like to hear it even more. Michael in the chat says, how funny was it that Gail put Probst on the spot at the Emmys by asking him why Parvati wasn't asked for 50? Yeah, we talked about that earlier. But, Probst clearly doesn't want any of the heat about anything 50 casting related or anything with, like, Rob or Parvati or anything like that. So he knows how to dodge the question, that's for sure.
Yeah. So well, I got a 50 scoop. Hit me up after we're done.
Okay, I'll hit you up after the fact. Guys, give us a sub here at After Show right down there at After Show here on YouTube. You can follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Bobby Goodsby. Give us a follow, give us a like, hit that bell notification so you're notified whenever I go live on my live streams and whenever we do a podcast here at Reality After Show. Also, you can hit me up on my social media handles at Goodsby Bobby on both Twitter and X/Instagram. Sorry, Twitter/X and Instagram at Goodsby Bobby. He's at Johnny Fairplay on Instagram and Twitter. Anything else you want to throw out there, Johnny, before we get out of here?
Join me in Boston, SurvivorTix.com. And me and Jam are going to be in Chicago October 15th. So there's tickets available for both SurvivorTix.com. That's SurvivorTix.com.
All right, guys, leave us a comment. Give us a like. We appreciate each and every one of you. And I'll be live again tomorrow, 12 noon Pacific to 2 p.m. Pacific. Thank you, Dragon, for the follow there. Appreciate you. And then lastly, Tommy said, Bobby, I sent you the Vince video. All right, I'll check it out after the stream. All right, guys, we'll see you guys tomorrow, 12 noon.